So I get asked a lot from either people that are looking for a career opportunity, switching careers, maybe looking how to advance within their current water industry career, and they ask for my advice. Awareness to the section actually came when I was working in college, and I was working at a utility, and there were the journals laying around, and I kind of asked the people around, what is the journal? I see you writing papers for the journal, and there's always these articles. What is behind that? So they introduced me to American Water Works. They introduced me to our local section, and I started going and reading the articles, reading OpFlow, and learning about what the current industry trends and concerns were. And then I graduated, got a job, and went to my first conference as a volunteer. It was at an area hotel in Southern California. I went to volunteer training. They told me I would be assigned as a runner, and I stood around in the hotel areas, and people would ask me where different technical sessions were, where the opening session was, and it was really a neat experience because that's how I learned about how conference is structured, what it had to value and offer. It was a way to meet people and really dive in full force. From that point, I went to another conference a few years later, and some of my very close coworkers were already involved at the section for volunteer leadership, and I asked them, okay, how can I do what you're doing? How can I get to that, chair level? And they said, just get involved, just volunteer. And so that's what I did. And I started in the young professionals and working through other committees and just volunteering my time, putting together technical program material, offering support to coworkers and other members on topics that I was working on in my field. And I've just taken on different positions in the section leadership throughout, and it's actually a very rewarding experience to now, years later, have the opportunity to be chair of the section. A session that we did with local schools that would come in at a conference, and there were high school kids, and high school kids maybe not very focused, and their interests were varied, and we kind of went around the room and asked them what they wanted to do, and some people wanted to be policemen, some people wanted to be lawyers and doctors and so forth. And really what I kind of took to them is that the water industry and our section and the association have so much to offer on all those levels. We have, with the drought, we have conservation, we have engineering, we have communications, we have legal issues, we have resource issues, accounting, we have the gamut. We have graphics. There's all kinds of opportunities, but most importantly, it's giving the training opportunities to those folks that are on the ground in the trenches, working to maintain that infrastructure that we help collectively put together. So I ask them, I say, just get involved. If there's an interest and you have a passion, the passion can create your career and your future. And I had a passion for water, and it's given me more opportunities than I ever thought imaginable. And to have the support and the network, both personally and professionally, it's been really rewarding. And during times in your career when you think, okay, I'm going to go to the next launch pad, where am I going to go from here? It's really those contacts and the networking opportunities that the section has afforded me, the association has afforded me, to reach out to and roundtable ideas with and talk about opportunities. People come to you with opportunities. So if you just reach out, if you connect with people, if you keep up with topics and just get involved, it's going to be that much more rewarding and a benefit for you throughout your entire career, not just here and today. It lives forever. Now that I've been in the industry now for a few years, 2 decades to be close. I've probably been to at least 2 dozen section events and probably about 10 ACE annual conferences. And the first, going from our section is so wonderful from the standpoint of California, Nevada has so much to offer from the standpoint of our topography and the mix of our water systems and water sources and our challenges and our limitations resource-wise. It makes for a very, very interesting program that, then launches into the International Association to bring those messages to that platform. I remember going to my first ACE. I was overwhelmed. There was so much to do, so much to offer, and had the opportunity to really get involved with some of the leading publications out there and getting involved on the Opflow Editorial Advisory Board, getting involved with different national committees. I've had an opportunity to be on some of the technical action work groups and influence future regulatory policy. All of those experiences coupled then with bringing the values back to the section and increasing the opportunities for everyone here in our section has been really rewarding. It's one of the things in the highlights of my year that I look forward to, and it's just a grand experience.